tonight, girls, and we've not done yin, feels like for ages, because it's been like 2 weeks, so we're going to take it, going to go through everything tonight just to give a good stretch and feel super chilled. Alright then, so mute yourselves. If you're not already muted, I will come and mute you for you and I'll say hello to everybody. So Beverly, hi darling, Anita, Marie, Karen, Pauline, Sandra, and Julia. Hello, hello. Right then, girls. Okay, so we're going to start in a reclined butterfly with their pillows. And here we go. With their pillows. And if you've got a wee blanket or so, you can always put it where your lower back is going to be. A couple of pillows, I should say, underneath the backs of your knees. So it makes it more of a restorative reclined butterfly. And you can have a wee pillow for your head if that feels okay on your neck. Maybe not have a pillow that's too high. This is maybe just about okay, and then it starts to get too high. Alright then, so drop your chin towards the top of your chest, spread out your shoulder blades, move this blanket down, and take the hands by your side, palms facing up, and allow yourself, let's go do that probably, allow yourself just to relax here. We'll just take a few just relaxing breaths to settle. Alright then, let's just take a nice big inhale in through the nose. The lungs are good to fill up of air. Take a wee pause of that breath at the top and then slowly exhale out through the mouth. Relaxing the body as you go. And we'll do that 2 more times. When you're ready, nice big inhale in through the nose. Give it a little pause at the top. And slowly exhale out through the mouth. Last one, nice big inhale. Now this time, fill the lungs up as much as you can. Pause the breath. Take that extra sip of air in. And then slowly exhale out through the mouth. Alright then, seal the lips. Let your breath regulate and relax. Now we'll stay here just for a couple of minutes. So just a nice soft stretch through the hips. But if you feel that you want to make it a little bit more intense, rather than popping your feet over the pillows, you can bring your feet on top of the pillows so you can keep those knees wide and feet together, and that'll just make it a little bit more intense. So if that feels like a bit better for you, give that one a go. It's still supporting hopefully the back of your knees as well, so it's not too intense. So just let yourself feel that relaxation. We are trying to get into that parasympathetic system of the body, that rest and repair. So just pay attention to where you have sensation, any tightness, any niggles. Just bring your awareness to those areas. Think about just softening and relaxing those parts even more. Okay, let's start moving out of this one. So grab behind those thighs, bring those knees together, bring the knees in towards the chest, give a wee hug in, roll that round. If you've got a blanket underneath your lower back, it might not be as easy to soften as much. And roll round the other way. All right then. We are going to continue a little bit with the hips. So we're going to come into a reclined or a banana asana position. So I want you to just push your pillows a little bit towards the top of your mat or the bottom of your mat, I would say. But you're going to keep them there. So you're going to use them to soften the stretch a little bit. So keep that blanket under your lower back if you need it. And then you're going to walk both feet over towards the right side of your mat. Cross that left ankle over the right, but keep it on your pillows so it's slightly raised. And then just walk those shoulders over towards that right side. If you want that nice wee stretch through the arms and into the armpit and into the left side of the rib cage, take the arms overhead, grab that left wrist with the right hand and just draw it slightly over to that right side as well. So hold it there so you get that nice wee stretch into that left hip. Stretch and open the rib cage. Get a nice little stretch under the arms if that feels okay. And you can just turn the head slightly towards that left side as well. See how that feels. If that's too much on your shoulders though, bring the arms down to your belly or out by your side, or you could maybe cactus the arms as well. All right then, let's stay here. Get that lovely wee stretch down that left side. We'll hold it for a couple of minutes. Now this one you probably feel more sensation through the body. Just checking to see where that is. Hoping that you're getting that lovely stretch into the ribs and the arms, but you might also feel it on the right side as well, or the lower back. You're past that 90-second mark where the body does start to get deeper into that stretch. So see if you can take it a wee bit further if that feels okay, or just hold where you are as much as possible. Right then. Let's just bring the head back to centre. If you've had it slightly over to the left, release those wrists if you've got them. Walk the shoulders back first the arms down by your side, unhook the feet, walk them back. Alright then, you might want to bring those legs in, give it a little wee window wipe, so take a wee gap between the feet just to ease it off a little bit and give that lower back a wee bit of a stretch off. Alright then, let's do the other side. Okay then, so stretch those legs out. Again, you can keep your pillows and elevate the legs slightly. Walk them to the left side. Cross right foot over left. Walk the shoulders over. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. And you can turn the head slightly to the right side. Alright then, Banana Asana to the left. Find that space and stretch that feels comfortable that you can hold. And let's stay there. And again, think about what you're feeling or bring your awareness to what you're feeling. Soften those areas, try and relax and breathe through it. About 90 seconds or so gone on this side. So see if you can just take it that little bit more. That's only optional if you feel that's something that your body wants to do. Alright then everybody, let's bring that head back to centre. Unhooking the wrists, walking the shoulders back. Unhooking the feet, walk the feet back. And just pop those fingers of that out the road. Take those feet wide again. Do a quick little window wipe. Ease that out. And then walk those feet back together. Bring the knees into the chest for a wee hug. Just to roll that out a little bit. Soften out the back. If you've got a blanket that under your lower back, maybe pop that out there now and just ease out the lower back. All right then, go the other way as well. All right then, let's bring those pillows up to your right hip. So 1 or 2 pillows, depends on how high you want it to be. We're going to do a side stretch. So we've done a wee bit of a side stretch, but this one's going to work a little bit deeper into the lower back. So stretch out the right leg, bring the left knee to chest, give it a wee squeeze in towards you. And a tiny bit of pressure. You can feel that hip flexor kicking in a little bit. And then use that right hand, take it across. Now, just position yourself onto your right hip. So you can always put a little blanket underneath your right hip bone if it digs into the floor. And make sure your knee and your foot is supported on your pillow. And then open up that left shoulder down, depending on how much your rotation through your spine is available for you. You can maybe get your left arm to the floor, but if not, maybe put a little brick or a cushion underneath that left shoulder to support it so that your arm's not just flapping around anywhere. You've got a little bit of support there. So you want to just twist round. You can place your right hand on the outside of that left knee and then have a wee look towards that left shoulder. All right then, well, let's stay here in that lovely reclined twist for 2 to 3 minutes. So this is a place to really kind of settle a little bit, but feel that stretch through the back and into the hips and the glutes a little bit here as well. Okay, and girls, bring the head back to centre and then slowly roll onto your back. Bring that knee back into the chest first of all. Give it a quick wee squeeze and then stretch it long. Maybe just give the hips a little rock side to side. Maybe do a little undulate if you feel you need just that extra time to release that back. It can be quite intense, see that one. All right then, let's do the other side. So pop those pillows or your bolster over to your left side. Go. All right then, bring that right knee into the chest. Give it a good wee squeeze. Relax those shoulders. Plug it in tight. And then use that left hand, pull it across. And again, just adjust yourself slightly onto that left hip. pad it out if you need a little bit of padding with a blanket. And make sure your knee and your foot supported on your pillows. Open up that right side. So again, if you have any issues there with the shoulder, pop a wee brick or that under it. Cushion if you need that wee bit of help. Alright then, place that left hand on top of the right knee on the outside and take that wee twist. Okay, stay here girls. Another 2-3 minutes to this right side. I do say it's not always good to compare, but it's worth comparing how each side feels, especially in this position. If the hips can and the shoulders might feel slightly different from side to side. And there's a few things that can cause that. It could be a simple thing like the way you carry your shopping or your handbag on one side of your body to the other, the way that you walk your dogs, if you've got your leads in one hand, driving, if you're right-handed or left-handed, depending, all that kind of stuff can also have a tiny little incremental effect on how each side feels. Which is one of the good things about yin, is it really makes you spend the time listening to your body and seeing and feeling where there are areas that need a little bit more time. Okay, girls, bring that head back to centre first. Roll onto your back, nice and gently, take your time. Give that leg a wee hug in. And drop it down. Bring those feet back in. Window wipe, just to ease it out. Soften it off. Alright then. Let's bring those feet together. Come on to your side and come up for a wee second. Alright then, bring your pillows now to the top of your mat. And I'm just going to do a wee stretch through the back. So I would say at the top of your pillow, you can put maybe another cushion or a brick just to lift it up slightly. So you've got a wee bit of a lift. A couple of cushions is fine. And then come to lie down. Alright then, so you're wanting just a little bit of an incline for your back. So you're slightly lifted. You're going to take the arms out, so you're going to feel a wee bit of a stretch through the front of your body. And then with our legs, we're going to come into a little twist. So I want you to take your right leg over your left. So just like a cross position. Now, if you have the capacity to reach down and find your right ankle with your left hand, and that is accessible for you without pushing and it's not too much, then you can do that to keep it in place more. But other than that, leave it there. So you're getting a wee bit of a twist, a stretch into the groin slightly, and arms to the side. Okay, we are staying there just for a couple of minutes on each side to feel a little bit of a stretch across the chest and an adductor stretch to the inside of that right leg, right thigh. We're not staying too low, just enough. Move your arms higher up to make sure you're getting that nice wee stretch across the shoulders or the front of the chest and into the arms. And then in about 10 seconds or so, we're going to switch with the legs. So just lift up that right leg, give it a stretch out first, bend that left knee and then cross it over. Again, take it as high up towards your right hip as you can. If you can find the ankle and it feels okay to hold it without overstretching it, you can do that. If not, just take the arms out to the side, just leave that leg where it is, where it's just going to naturally stay. And hold there again. Take the arms higher if you can to get that stretch through the arms. Okay, girls, uncross that left leg, stretch it long, bring the arms down by your side, just relax in there in a second to relax the shoulders. All right, then you could just bend the knees, come onto one side, and bring yourself up. All right, then give the legs a quick recross and take the fingertips of the shoulders. Just give that a little roll up and back. Ease like the back a little bit and the shoulders, and then go forward, easing it. All right, then we're just going to do a couple of side stretches before we come into the next one. So just pop everything out the road a wee second. Take that right hand down, take the left arm over and give a little stretch. So push that left hip away, get that nice wee stretch down, turn the head a little bit, look to that inside left arm. All right then, head back to centre, bring yourself up. Take it to the other side, walk that left hand out, right arm over. Take a turn of the head, look to that inside right arm, push that right hip away. And then head back to centre, bring the arms up. All right then, that is going to set us up for a wee side stretch and a bit of a leg stretch at the same time. Okay, I'll pull my tea out the road. Okay, now your pillows can come onto the top of your leg if that is comfy enough for you. You're going to bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg and it's going to be out in that kind of 45-degree angle. Pillows can come on top as you reach towards that foot. You're turning on the side, so you're trying to get again the side stretch through that left hip. Now, it might be easier to bring an extra pillow or cushion so you can just rest your right ear towards your foot. So you've still got that stretch. That's what you're aiming for. Trying to feel this stretch, a bit like banana asana that we did, but you're also going to get a wee stretch of the leg. So find that position. If you've got more flexibility, you can always bring the pillows to the inside or the outside of the leg and come down a wee bit further that way as well. So you can choose to find a place that feels relatively comfortable enough to hold it for a couple of minutes. Now make sure that you're trying to be on your right ear so that your shoulder's back and you can really get that deep stretch to the side. All right then, now you can also pop a wee brick or cushion underneath that left thigh if it feels like it's needing a little bit of support. So if it's needing that wee bit help there, you can then use a brick instead. All right then, let's hold it if you can for a couple of minutes. See how we get on. All right then. This one can be quite intense, which is good that we've just did that extra little wee warm-ups before we get into the deeper ones. If it feels too intense at all at any point, then just take your time to come out of it. And again, the aim of this particular one is to feel that lower back on the left side, through the rib cage, into the psoas, that kind of strap of ligaments and muscle round from the lower back to the top of the femur. And it also can work a bit deeper into the other side. So you might feel a little bit of a squish in your right side, kind of liver. So, yeah. You're not getting any peace, Marie. I can see your dogs. Okay, a few more breaths here, girls, on this side. And then let's start to come out of it. So take your time, walk yourself up. Ooh. All right, put those pillows to the side a second. Take the hands behind you. Another wee window wipe, but just nice and gently. Oh my goodness. Don't know if you can feel that, but I definitely I can feel that. All right, nice and easy. Stretch it off. Okay, let's try the other side. See how this side feels. Okay, so left leg nice and wide, right foot in, and pillows over to the top of the leg if that feels good. So again, you're coming side on, trying to support your head as much as you can. So as long as it feels relaxed enough, bringing that left ear towards your cushion or your pillows. And again, see how this right leg is. If it's kind of quite high and it feels awkward, give it some extra love and pop a wee cushion of that under it as well. All right then, let's hold this here for a few minutes to that left side. Good. All right then, let's pause. Feel where the stretch is happening the most. If you're not feeling anything, then you need to go a wee bit deeper. Pull that cushions forward a bit more and get further over into that side stretch. You just relax here. A few more minutes. You can walk your pillow slightly forward again before we finish up. See if you can go that little bit deeper. Girls, let's start going to this side. So take your time, walk yourself up. Nice and gently pop those cushions out the road a wee second. But bring them in front of you because we're going to come into that a forward wide angle in a second. And again, release a little window wipe to ease it off. So, oh. I've obviously not been doing enough the last week or so. Tight. Okay then, let's take those legs wide. Now, what I would recommend is that if you are really tight in the legs, take a flat block and come and sit on it so that it will kind of help from here to give you a little bit more space to drop down into a wide angled forward fold. And then bring your pillows towards the tops of your thighs. And again, you might need a cushion, you might need a brick to lean forward. You can pop your toes up towards the ceiling to kind of activate the hamstrings if that feels okay for you. You can put a wee blanket behind the knees if your knees are quite bent and your hamstrings are quite tight. And then you can place your head on a brick to allow yourself to come forward. It just supports the neck enough so that you can get that lovely hamstring stretch, but without kind of curling round the spine and making the neck too awkward if you can. So pile up those cushions, fold up your pillows a wee bit more. So if you need to like give a wee double up at the pillows, make it a bit higher, give that a wee go so that you are in a place where you can just hold that nicely. When we do it at home, we use everything at our disposal to get there. Okay then, hold what you can. If you are on a wee flat block but you're not liking it, take it away or make sure that's nice and comfortable enough for you that you get that stretch of the legs. Now this one, sometimes it does take just that wee bit extra time to relax into it, and then once you're there, you can always start to move the pillows and stuff forward a wee bit. You see if you can move your cushions a tiny bit further forward, girls, just for the last few seconds or so, last 30 seconds. All right then, let's start to come out of it. So walk yourself all the way up. And again, pop those pillows out the road. A wee second. Bring those legs together. And then just give them maybe a little roll in and out. Good. Okay. Now let me just do a quick time check because I know we're blethering, so we're kind of a wee bit late, but we've got enough time to do pigeon. So I want you to bring your pillows up to the top of your mat and you're going to put them on the kind of 45-degree angle where you're going to put your left leg. So when you imagine if you're in pigeon, you're kind of got your leg on that 45-degree angle with the right leg back. So you're going to turn round. I would probably say for yin, pop a wee cushion, pillow, blanket underneath your knee on that right side. So don't worry too much if your left hip drops, because like proper pigeon is like up here and we're more static, but we're not wanting to bother with that. We are dropping that left hip. Left leg is on that 45-degree angle, pad out that knee, bring those cushions nice and tight towards that left leg, and just drop yourself down into a sleeping swan position. You can lift up those cushions a wee bit if you need to bring it closer to you. So pop a wee blocker that underneath the pillows and allow yourself to feel that stretch into that left glute and again through that left hip a little bit. And find a sleeping swan that feels comfortable for you. Pull your shoulder blades wide, let yourself get comfortable. Now, if you have got any knee issues at all, then just bend that back knee instead and come into like a deer position. So it's more like a zigzag and come down. And that just takes the pressure off the knee if anybody's got any knee issues on that right side. So you can just bring that knee in, almost like a deer pose, and drop the head down that way instead, if that feels better for anybody with a knee issue or finding pigeon just a wee bit too much. Okay, we'll stay here a couple of minutes. Okay, girls, we'll come out of this one. So bring yourself up. Fix that cushion in front of you, push it forward. Now you can come into a wee down dog for those that feel okay, or take it into child's pose and just give a quick little walk out with the legs, if that feels good for you. Just give a wee stretch off. All right then. If you're in child's pose or down dog, then come back to the knees and we'll do the other side. So bring that right leg up, that kind of 45-degree angle with that right leg. Add out your blanket for your knee on the left, or come into that deer pose position as well with a bent back leg. You're going to angle those cushions towards that right shin and place yourself down on the pillows. Find a place that you feel comfy. Again, we're only staying here a couple of minutes. So just give yourself a place to feel that wee stretch through that right hip, right glutes. Okay then, feel yourself settle. Another just a couple of minutes here. Okay, girls, let's start to come out of this one then. So again, just pop those cushions forward. Tuck the toes, a down dog or a child's pose, just to give a stretch off through the legs and the hips. Walk the dog if you are in down dog. All right then, we are nearly finished. So come up onto tiptoes if you're in down dog, back to the knees, and then you're going to come round. All right then, let's do a quick bamboo garden. So a brick and a block to give you some height if you've not got a bolster that's steady enough, because the pillows probably didn't give you enough support sometimes to get the legs up safely. So pop everything out the road in a second, and then using a brick and a block or two bricks or one brick, whatever you've got, calm and lie down, pop it on the sacrum, support that lower back, hands by your side. Stay in that bridge position for a wee second just to decompress that lower back, especially after that last pigeon pose. Alright then, you bring in the knees towards the chest, legs up towards the ceiling, and stay in that bamboo garden. Let the legs daggle. Let them just get that nice, refreshing flow of blood the other way. And then you can let those legs a little flop over towards the head if it feels natural. Again, we do this most weeks, so you girls know where your legs can go if you need to do that, if it feels okay. You can maybe flex and point the toes. Maybe just give the ankles a little roll. And then just pause, hold it there. And bringing those legs back up to 12 o'clock. And then let's bend the knees, bring the feet back to the floor. Relax here in a second. And then lift the hips. Take one brick away at a time if you've got more than one. And then lift the hips, come all the way to the floor. All right then, let's take your time. I'll need to get up on a second and grab my pillows, put them behind my knees for Shavasana. Have a wee blanket, put a wee pillow under the back of the head, cushion or blanket or whatever feels good for you. And we will come into our relaxing Shavasana. If you've got an eye pillow, pop it on and make yourself super comfy. Let yourself again fully relax and let go. The body's still got such a good stretch, even though we're trying to do it as gently as possible. Still need that time to repair and relax. All right, then just close the eyes, draw that chin towards the top of the chest and spread out the shoulder blades. And just let your whole body feel really relaxed. Just focus on the areas that are touching the floor. You might feel the back of the heels, the hips, the shoulder blades. Feel the back of the hands and the arms connected to the floor. And then think about the body just feeling super light, soft. Feel it relaxing with each exhale. Alright then, girls. Just bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes. And walk the feet together. Take a nice little stretch overhead. And then bring the arms down. You can place the feet on your bolster or your pillows. You could do a wee window wipe, or you could bring your knees into the chest, giving a good hug. Roll them round. And roll the other way. Alright then, pop those pillows forward. Bring your feet back to the mat, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Take one hand overhead, roll over onto your side. Stay there a wee second. And then slowly walk yourself up to a seated position, rubbing those palms together. Cover them over the eyes to keep the light out. And then slowly open your eyes inside your palms. Widen the fingers to let the light come through. And bring the hands to heart centre. So thank you, everybody. Namaste. Sorry I'm so late. Hope you don't mind. You've not got your tea waiting for you. Have a good week. See you later. Bye.